At last.
Hello everyone. If you're watching, please can you just let us know whether you can actually hear us talking? Because we had a bit of a problem with the sound. It was okay when we were checking a few hours ago, but at the moment we're using Solid mobile phones. So if you're here, if you're watching us live, please let us know that it's actually
And please, nobody phone us.
And yeah, please. But anyways, okay.
Hello.
I don't know what to do. Welcome to episode 8 of Ask the Drummer.
Thank you.
There you are. So Neil, can you just say hello, Neil? Neil Barker is actually my colleague at TV Records. Can you hear us okay, Neil? If you just confirm that we're coming to you okay, please. Yeah, okay. Right, Chris sounds loud and clear. Yeah, because we're actually on the phone. We're having a problem. So Neil said that you sound loud and clear, Chris.
Right, let me just set this.
Hold on. There you go. Sorry. All right. Okay.
And we don't run out of data.
Yeah. Neil said, yeah, I think we're okay. My microphone is on. No, my microphone's not on. But anyways, yeah. Again, we'll do welcome to episode 8 of Ask the Drummer with Chris Goodwin.
Say that again.
Okay. Apparently, I'm supposed to say it again. So, welcome to episode 8 of Ask the Drummer with Chris Goodwin of the High. Yay! I've written this introduction, but because we're a bit late, so we're doing it. So you're here now.
I'm here
so
now.
Do
Yeah.
you want to just say hello to our friend?
Hello, everybody. Hello. Bit of a technical issue where I couldn't hear Hannah, but Hannah could hear me. And anyone got any tips? Let us know. Thanks.
Oh my God! Right, okay, let's start. Well, last time I saw you, Chris, that was at the a certain ratio gig.
That's right.
2018 at Gorilla.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Yeah. I've not been doing much drumming recently, but I have been doing a little bit with Mark Coyle, who lives near me. Used to do a bit of work with Oasis, of course. He produced the first album, and he has a studio around the corner, so that's basically the only thing I've been doing really recently.
Yeah. Well, one of the first questions I was going to ask you, and this is actually from Carl.
Oh God, he's back.
Is it true?
No.
Not really. You've got small feet.
Right, the bugger. Can you see that? Oh, you can't see it. Anyway, size 9. He's just joking. He's like that.
Well, Carl Hildebrand, he's a brilliant poet.
He is very good, yeah.
Yeah, and he's from Manchester. So
yeah.
If you should, our viewers should check him out. If you get a chance to see him, please do. He lives in Liverpool now, but
yeah, he lives not far from me. Yeah.
Oh right, you're in Southport.
Near Southport, Burzcough, in between Southport and Liverpool, kind of thing.
All right, okay.
Not far.
Well, at least that's done. Size 9 is not really small because it's I think in the phone
No.
it's about 11.
Yeah, he's just joking. But he's a good lad. He's a good lad.
I just want to say hello to Guy Keegan. Oh my God, hello Guy Keegan from the Railway Children.
Hi, Guy. Oh, I love the Brighter. He's a brilliant Brighter by the Railway Children. Wow, what a song that is. Superb. Well done.
Yeah, and Mandy Goya also watching from the Philippines. I hope you can hear us properly.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've had a bit of a problem. So, yeah. Okay. So, episode 8 of After Summer is all about you, Chris Goodwin.
Mm.
And as usual, we saw I'd like to ask the summer from the very beginning. But you're from Oldham, right?
Yeah.
Born in Oldham.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say, my memories of Oldham, when my first years, when I moved here to Manchester, my memories of Oldham is actually Mecca Bingo.
Mecca Bingo. Did you ever win?
The first years, because I was working at Manchester University,
Yeah.
and my best friend, Jane Fu, we used to go to Mecca Bingo after work.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and her family, I don't know if it's still there, but her family had a chippy or a Chinese takeaway in Saddleworth.
Oh, okay.
So after Mecca Bingo, we'll go to her place. There's something to eat there. But that's my memories of all the...
Yeah, I remember it, yeah. I never went. No, I never went there. No.
Oh, right.
No, never a big bingo fan.
It's like a proper night out, that bingo. I was really shocked.
Yeah, like bingo's all right. We did that the other in Blackpool. That was pretty messy. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like a recent thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't go if I were you. It's no good.
Yeah.
You have a bad head in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so we'll start from you, born in Oldham. So what's Oldham like, especially the music scene when you were growing up as a kid? Because I know being from Oldham, Manchester, when we were teenagers, when we were just dreaming about Manchester and listening to Myths and New Order, you were actually in the thick of it. I mean, you were here.
Yeah.
You were in Oldham. So what's it like when you were...
Well, when did I leave Oldham? I was left Oldham in 1980, somewhere. Can't remember. So I've lived all over Manchester, all over different parts of Manchester. But in the beginning, me and Clint Boone, who you obviously know, and Manny, we had a band called Tmill, and we were doing mad stuff with forklift trucks and recording bottles thrown at it, and Clint trumping into a microphone and recording it and playing it backwards, and we were doing mad stuff and recorded it, and that was the start of Manchester. But everyone who was part of that scene around the Oldham area, like the Spirals, who else was there? Well, there was Clint and Spirals, me, loads of others, Manny. It just kind of, everyone was in bands and everyone knew each other.
Yeah.
And it kind of started off a bit like that. Everyone was in a band who we knew.
Yeah. Mark Owen?
Mark Owen, yeah.
What's his name?
He used to live near my mum.
Yeah, I found he's from Oldham as well.
Yeah, every time I went past his house, he had 20 girls outside his house. My wife just turned up from the Manchester run. 10K. She won. Hold on. And we got to see bands quite early, like REM, in front of 300, 400 people at the gallery, and we used to go watch, all the bands quite early, and then you met other people, in Manchester, and you go to Boardwalk or wherever, and you meet you like-minded people who look like you and dress like you, and you're off then, aren't you? It's not like the internet, you know. We've got the internet now, and you had to go out them days and talk to people.
Yeah.
Better them days, anyway.
Oh, I just wanted to say hello to Trevor Palmer. He's also joined us as well. So he said afternoon, both of you. So that's Trevor.
Hi, Trev.
Right, the mill. So that's tea and then mill.
Yeah.
The mill.
No.
Okay.
We used to rehearse in an old mill in Ashton Underline, where Clint used to work, and that's why we had access to like forklift trucks, and he had a little studio there. And, you know, we just did experimental noise. We even had Ian Brown. Ian Brown came down and Andy Cousins before doing the Roses, and with a view to like maybe doing something with us. And when we showed them what we did, they just looked at each other, shook their heads, and just walked out.
Yeah.
No, they didn't really.
So it's you, Manny, and Clint Boone.
Yeah.
Did you do any recording?
Yeah, loads. Yeah, loads. But we've never been released. Clint's got a secret box under his bed, I think. With all these pretty good tapes, and you should hear them. Yeah, they're good. But I think he's waiting for a little time to bring them out. I don't know. But there's some good stuff. There is some good stuff.
But it will get released someday. Hope so.
There was one for sale on a cassette for sale on, you know, the Omega auction things. You know, the auctions.
Yeah.
There was one for sale on there for about £1,000 or something. I don't know. But there is a few knocking about.
All right.
I'll have to get into him. Get him to release it.
We need to get Colin White.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, one for Cole. Yeah.
We've got another friend who joined us, Nige Wolf. He says, yes, Chris. Right, well, one of your friends, I think it's a childhood friend, Adrian Clegg.
Yeah.
He actually, he said that your nickname is Spud.
Yeah. Spud, yeah.
Well, Spud, like
a potato.
The Filipinos, it's like potato, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how did you get that?
Easy. There's a lad who had ginger hair. We used to knock about with me. We used to call him Carrot Head, and I had blonde hair, so they just called me Spud. I don't know why vegetables were involved, but didn't see a vegetable till I was about 17.
He also said that you're a brilliant football player.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. No, I'm all right.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I was a bit small. They always used to say, "Oh, he's too small, you know." And big lads are just like knee in the bollocks. And then I just got fed up and saying I was too small, so I just, all right, let's find someone else, and picked up my mum's knitting needles.
Yeah.
You know, big fat ones.
Yeah.
Make overcoats with or something, and then started bashing a percussion, and that's how we started playing. Got to know how to play the drums with a pair of knitting needles, size 20 or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, because you also wanted to know what made you take up drumming.
I used to go to. My dad was like a concert secretary. They had these places called working men's clubs back in the day. Actually, working men's clubs, there's new bands, isn't there? You're good, yeah. I used to go and clean the ashtrays and clean the tables after everyone had gone. The day after, with my cousin Duncan and his mate Andrew, and he had an organ and a drum kit on stage. It's there all the time. They would just have an organist and a drummer on the weekend, and the singer would come with his notes, and then that's what they did. They did like artistes, they called them then. And we used to go and watch them. But when the boss went out for a cig, I used to get on the drums, you know, sneak on and have a bash on them, and that's how I kind of got. Well, I'm all right at this, you know, I can do this. Yeah. And that's how I thought. Well, go on, I'll give it a go. Got my mum to buy me a kit.
Did you actually see a band that you saw the drummer of that band and say that, oh, I want to be like him. Or that's what I wanted.
That was all. We was always into
Yeah.
music. My older sisters, were like Bowie, T-Rex, and all that. So it was always music mad in our family, anyway. So, so the music thing was always there. I was just thought, well, you see, my sisters used to scream at the, T-Rex were on, David Bowie and everything. I thought, well, I'll join a band. You know what I mean? All the girls are like, I'll go for that. Let's try that. Anyway,
I told you earlier that I actually didn't go to sleep until 5 o'clock because I felt like I've been Googling about you and
Me?
the bands that you were in.
Oh no, God, be there all night.
Well, it's so fascinating. But one thing that I've noticed is you are a bit of a party type. Like
Yeah.
Has done that a lot.
Yeah, loved it.
Is that, yeah.
Still do. Get us a beer, look. No. No, yeah. Did we, me and John from the High were in the beginning of the old ecstasy thing with the Happy Mondays and all them, like in the Haciendas. So we were around and we didn't have jobs. We were signed by London Records, so we had money coming in. So we made the most of it and was out nearly every night. Here, there, and everywhere. We were lucky, really, to have money and to be around at that time. So we did like to party.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things that really I regret not going to the Hacienda.
Yeah.
Because I came to Manchester in 1996, and then it closed down for good.
That's when I left that.
I should have really gone to the Hacienda instead of going to Mecca Beach.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, you should. Then again,
I didn't know that it just closed down a year later. Because at the time, I think they were having lots of troubles and gangs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought, well,
Different kind of house in it at Bingo. See what I did that, and different kind of line. You know what I mean?
Well, you've been to so many. You played in so many bands.
Yeah.
What was the first band that you played in?
When I first started to play the drums was with a band called Wheatstone's Bridge. We did all like covers. This was very early 80s. We did like Rolling Stones, Beatles, the usual pub thing, and we had a good turnout. Like most of the venues we played. And that was that. Yeah, I remember. I borrowed a drum kit for that, and off this lad, and I set it up all wrong. I had like all the drums the wrong way around, and he had to tell me like, don't play them like that. Yeah, you've got them. That one, that should be over there. That should be over there. Yeah. So that's how I knew I was drumming then. But yeah, that was the first band, and then.
Were there like any famous, like Manny was in that band? Or,
no, he wasn't. No, not at the time. No. Manny used to come to watch us because I've known him since I was a young lad. And in fact, he used to work with us with Adrian Clegg. He came to work with us for a bit.
Oh my God.
Yeah, years back. So he was around, but he wasn't in that band. No. They were okay though.
Yeah. So after that one, because
I can't remember. There's not been that many.
The number of bands I've actually seen or discovered last night. I mean, if I had Buzzcocks Flag of Convenience, Ancient Fields, you were in Ancient Fields.
I was for a bit, yeah. Good band.
And the Jerks.
Yeah, Jerks.
So because do you know that compilation from Cherry Red?
Yeah.
Manchester, North of England.
Yeah.
The Chefs, they're included in that one.
That's right, yeah. Brilliant. They're a really good band, yeah.
Yeah, and then you were also, you played in Spiral Carpet.
Yeah.
And the middle.
But everyone knew each other there. We were all like mates. So it was just like, fancy doing some drumming on this. Yeah, go on. Well,
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell us in chronological order? So from your first one, which is the Wheatstones Bridge.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, say after that, I went on, played with. You don't even remember anything?
No, I don't. There's been that many. Yeah. Plus, I spent nearly every night in the hacienda. That's skittled me in memory a bit. But yeah, Steve Diggle. I was playing in a band in Corbières in Manchester, and Steve Diggle was at the bar, Buzzcocks, and was like, "Oh, it's Steve Diggle." And then he asked me if I wanted to play in his band, and it was like, God, one of my heroes kind of thing. I ended up playing with him. And then later.
Andy Cousins?
Yeah, Andy joined later, yeah. And Simon, yeah. And Simon, then that's when we decided to form our own band, write our own songs. Because we were just playing all his songs, so, even though they were really good.
Yes. So from Buzzcocks FOC,
yeah,
that's how you know as well. You formed.
No.
No? Is that?
Hold on. No, that was. Oh my God, that was way before that. I think Waterfront. Yeah, can't remember. Anyone know? If anybody watching there, just let me know what happened then. But yeah, we had the Waterfront. We never gigged. We didn't do one gig, but rehearsed for about 2 years or something. We just rehearsed in Andy Cousins' basement with John Squire, Annie, Andy Cousins. We had a singer called Kaiser who was really good. But spent most of the time in the swimming pool and snooker, and he lived in quite a big house, if you can imagine. And we were just off like stuffy kids, and we were just making the most of these lovely surroundings, and not really should be playing, play music. Yeah, we did a demo. Yeah, a couple of demos, which I think is pretty good. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good, and I'm so glad that Colin from Revival actually released it. It's for charity, isn't it?
Pardon?
You did it for charity.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for the Christies. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got Manny to sign it as well, which is so cool.
Did you bump into him at the shop?
No, I saw him at Salford Labs Club.
Oh yeah.
With Peter Hook.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you this. My God, he's so good. I actually cried in front of him when I saw him, because I said when Peter Hook was saying, do we have any questions? Like a Q&A thing. And I said, well, it's not. I raised my hand and I said, well, it's not a question. I just want to say thank you to Manny, because I know I've been telling people about this a lot. But if it weren't for the Stone Roses, I don't know what.
Well, that's great, yeah.
What could happen? And I told Manny about it. I told him that you actually sort of saved me from going insane when I was in the Middle East.
Well, that's brilliant.
And he was just so nice, and he said that he thanked me for it, and then he said that it's good to know that he did something good.
Yeah.
And it's fine. And it's
makes a difference. Change your life, yeah. I think the hacienda changed a lot of people's lives, really.
Well, Trevor actually said that there are more drugs at Mecca Bingo than But anyway, so right, so So what's that?
I think I'll just go straight to Steve Diggle then. Probably did various things, projects along the way. Played with Chris Bridget in Rude Club for a bit.
I didn't know about that.
You was up till 5 a.m. You should know what I was doing. I'll tell you what I have done. I've got some scrapbooks here. I had to have a look through just to remind me of stuff what I've done.
Oh my God.
I'm sad like that.
Oh, I didn't miss that one with Chris Bridget, and I love Chris Bridget.
Yeah, he's top man. Top man, our Chris.
Yeah, Cold Water Swimmers.
Yeah, brilliant.
So
Very good.
Yeah.
Must get to see him.
Yeah, so you played with Chris Bridget. I mean, I think maybe it's true that Colin said that you're in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, for the smallest feet.
Well, of course, the Waterfront.
Yeah.
Again, according to Google, it's the predecessors of predecessors, so I can't even say of the Stone Roses. Because you
Yeah.
have Don's Choir and mine.
Yeah.
And I think Andy Cousins was
Yeah.
also one of the original. He was one of the original members
He was,
of the
yeah.
Stone Roses,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So do you consider yourself the original drummer of the
No,
Stone?
no, I wasn't. They weren't called Stone Roses then, so I wasn't really. No, I wasn't the original drummer, but
Yeah.
I could have been, I suppose, if I stuck with it, but I didn't. It was just a bit too much of a. The early stuff was a bit too rocky, and I was more into a poppy stuff. But he eventually ended up doing poppy stuff anyway, so it's my loss.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No, I was still good mates with everyone. You know, I still went to all the gigs and everything. And
yeah.
it's just I was doing loads of drumming at the time, so it's just one of them things, really. Fair play to him. Rennie's, his vocals as well, and he's just a brilliant drummer. So he took him. I think he took him next level.
I love Rennie. I mean, he's so awesome. But he seems like you're all friends, you know?
Yeah.
Funky Fi as well. Funky Fi also friends with Manny and Ian Brown and Andy Cousins. Rennie seems to be like an outsider. Or
Yeah.
Where's he from? Is he really from Manchester or something?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but I haven't seen him for years, but it looks as though he likes to keep himself to himself. So, fair play. If that's.
But it's not part of when you were going to Hacienda.
No.
Maybe because Ian Brown also came to see you and Clint Boone.
Yeah.
So was he ever a part? Was Rennie ever part of that?
No, I think from what Manny told me, what I can remember was that he was more of a rock. He was into the rock drumming thing. So I think he was more into like heavier bands, not really indie bands, just more like your rock thing. From what I can remember, so he probably wouldn't have moved in our circles because we weren't into rocky motorbike people.
Oh.
Greasers. No, you're all right.
We come to the high.
Yeah.
Right. I've seen the high a few times. The first time I saw them was at the Strawberry Studios Forever in 2015. But
oh, yeah.
But all those times I've seen them, you're not.
I'm not there.
Play with them. So
no, I didn't.
Yeah, you're not part of them anymore.
No.
But it's just like.
I'm still friends with them. I still went to see them play at the Ruby Lounge, I think it was.
Ruby Lounge,
yeah. And I'm still friends with them, but it just wasn't for me. Going back to drumming, doing all that again.
Oh, it's a shame.
I don't know.
Really, really good. You should.
Yeah. I mean, when I really stopped playing the drums, it was like I'm too old, you know. Nobody wants to listen to an old band. But then all of a sudden, it was like bands were. A lot of people were going to see bands again, you know, and it's kind of took off again. You know, you got all these bands reforming and that. But I just thought, you know what, not for me.
Oh.
But I did do a one summer thing. You was like that, weren't you?
No, oh my God, no.
I thought you was.
No, I'm still kicking myself for missing that.
You went to another gig, didn't you?
No, because oh my God, that was during half-term break, and also I was in Berlin to see Guy Keegan from the Railway.
Oh, was you? Actually, they played the Ruby Lounge, didn't they? Pretty soon, around that time.
No, when I found out that it's actually on the same night as when we went to Berlin.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I really hate it when there are gig clashes because I wanted to be in all these two places at the same time.
So you stood us up, did you?
Yeah.
You stood us up for the Railway Children. Cheers for that. It's all right. It's all right.
It was half-term break.
I think I would rather go to Berlin and watch Railway Children than actually watch myself play. So yeah, fair play. Good city. Good city. I played. Do you know? Talking of Berlin, right? I played with Steve Diggle when the wall came down, 1989. But yeah, 89. We had a big festival at the Metropole called what's it called? Independence Day, and they had loads of band on, and we played. We played when the wall came down. And it was mad. It was pretty exciting, really.
Yeah.
Got a chunk off the wall.
It's historical and stuff. Yeah. Have you been back?
No.
Back to Berlin?
No, I haven't been back since that time. No, but yeah, I know a few people who have been and said it's brilliant.
Yeah, I love Berlin.
Yeah.
Those places.
Everybody used to wear black. That's how I remember. Everyone wore black. It was like Goth Town or something. But he looked smart, you know. And it was a great weekend.
Talking about the high, when they had, I don't know if you visited Strawberry 50, they had an exhibition, was it 3 years ago, 2 years ago? One of the stuff that they've got there is a video of the high.
Yeah.
Doing up and down.
That's right.
I used to go to Strawberry 50 exhibition and just watch it.
Did you?
And just watch that video because I just thought, oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah.
And you're all gorgeous. So it's really nice. It's really nice time, I think.
Was that the one with Martin Hannett in it? That's the one. Is that the one with Martin Hannett in it?
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
Like some old footage of camcorder footage, what John Pennington filmed. Sound engineer.
It's a clip. It's like a full video. I think you can find it on YouTube as well. But they've got it part of the exhibition.
Yeah.
For Strawberry 50.
Yeah.
And I just thought, and then again, also that's the first time I saw the high. And then I went to see them at the Ruby Lounge.
Yeah.
Twice. And I wish I'd known that you were there.
Yeah, I was lurking around.
Another one. The other one I discovered last night. The Hungry Socks.
Oh yeah, Hungry Socks. First time. No, Manny was in them. Clint was in them for a bit. It's Swinny Martin Swinburne. Periscope. You might know him on Facebook.
Martin Swinny.
Yeah. It was his band, but he just I think the first gig we did, I'd never rehearsed. I've never met any other band members. I just got picked up in a van, thrown on a stage. Nobody had met each other. We just made it up as we went along. Just made a racket. And that was the Hungry Socks. We just ended up getting thrown out of pubs, basically. I remember Manny getting thrown out of a pub. He got called a lippy little kid by the landlord and threw him out. So that was Hungry Socks. Yeah, we did a few recordings. You I just noticed you put the one where I'm singing on. God, embarrassment.
There's actually got a lot of videos for the Hungry Socks.
Pardon?
There's quite a lot of videos on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
The Hungry Socks.
Sounded all right in the end, you know. But
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a bit like with a certain ratio that you swap instruments.
yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's one that I saw. It's called 24 Hours.
Yeah,
And you're the one singing.
I am. I know.
And I was like, oh my God.
How are your ears? Yeah, it's a Joy Division song. The 24 Hours Joy Division song, and yeah, it's all right, I suppose. Probably on heavy drugs then by then. I don't know. I don't know. Have a listen, viewers. Have a listen to it. Let's see if you think my Ian Curtis impression.
No,
Shame.
it was really good. I posted it because I was just so impressed. So it was for me. It was like, oh my God, he sings.
Sings.
When he sings, I mean, Ren's got a brilliant voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a singing drummer. It's always better because I love drummers, but if you add sort of like a singing drummer, then that's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
Did you ever see Jellyfish? The band Jellyfish? American band. They had a drummer who sung, but he also stood up and played an actual kit. He stood up, singing and playing the drums, and he was brilliant. Great band.
Oh,
Check them out, Jellyfish.
Jellyfish, it's called.
Yeah. Well, he was. Never seen that before.
Right. Well, I'll check them out.
Check 'em out.
Also, like search YouTube for videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But, okay. Well, we'll talk about the other bands, but the really special one is electronic.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh my God, Johnny Marr, Barney Sumner, and you.
Yeah, I'm lucky, weren't I? Lucky to get that. It was just a session, really. I've done some recording at Johnny's house where he sampled me a few times. But yeah, we did the video for you in London, and the Top of the Pops thing with Forbidden City.
Oh right, yeah, I was watching that.
Was you?
I watched that last night because when I found out that you were in electronic, I thought, I kind of sort of like see if you're actually there on the Top of the Pops. But another one is you didn't do Get the Message.
No.
Yeah, because they actually went to the Philippines. I don't know if you know that, but they went to the Philippines to do the video for Get the Message.
Went to the Philippines, yeah. Did they? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it was shot, the video.
Yeah, I remember the video, yeah.
And I told, when I met Johnny Marr, when we had his last album,
Yeah.
he had this album signing at Piccadilly Records.
Mm-hmm.
I told him about it, and then he remembered. Do you remember that he's been to the Philippines?
No, I'm sure he does, yeah.
I
don't forget that.
Well, because I said to him that I'm originally from the Philippines.
Yeah.
I'm here now. I've been here, like 25 years now.
Yeah.
He actually thanked me for choosing his city.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God, thank you. And I just said, thank you for the Smiths.
Yeah. I got a call. I think it was John the Duck, John Ward, who kind of set it up for me. And out of the blue, the phone went, and it was Johnny Marr. And I was like, Johnny Marr's on the phone, yeah. And he said, you fancy just meeting up, having a chat about doing a few session stuff. So we went to Withington. I lived in Withington then. And to a cafe, and I kind of walked in, everyone just like, all the students are there.
Yeah.
With the coffee. And then, I ended up doing a few sessions with them in London, and it was obviously being a massive New Order fan and Smiths fan.
Yeah.
To actually play with them, I was bloody bricking it, But they made you feel relaxed. And but that was another one, I played with Steve Diggle and my phone nearly went on the floor then. One hero, and then get to play with Johnny and Bernard as well, which is great. Yeah.
Yeah, because you must be sort of like more or less the same age as me. We're sort of like, and we're fans of like the Smiths and New Order and all those. So, but with you, because you're from here, you're actually sort of like you got to see them, you got to be with.
Yeah, I know. I had to pinch myself sometimes.
But did you get to meet Morris?
No. No, I didn't know. I know Andy quite well, Andy Rourke.
Andy Rourke,
yeah, and I've met Mike a few times, but Morrissey, elusive character he is. I think the less said about him, the better. Sorry, Mozza.
I'm sure most young girls, like most teenagers, when they're listening to music and stuff. Because when I was young, in the Philippines, this is like in the Philippines, it's like say that, oh my God, I'm going to meet Morrissey one day, and I'm going to marry Morrissey.
Not sure about that. Well, yeah. I think a lot of lads thought that at the time,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of the girls went for Johnny though.
Yeah, he's cool, Johnny. But it's Morris, isn't it? Because you just want to sort of like, I don't know, because it seems like they're really shy. He's the shy type, and you want to go. But Johnny Marr, he's the cool one.
Yeah.
All the girls sort of like go for it.
Yeah. He's a cool cat. He's a cool cat.
Yeah. Well, going back to the high, I've got a question from Nige Wolf.
Yeah.
And before I ask the question, I just want to say thank you to Matt Mead for sharing the guest announcement post to the High fan page. So
okay.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, thank you, Matt Mead. I don't know if he's watching, but I've actually met him. I met him at Shine On.
Yeah, I've met him. Yeah, he's a nice, lovely lad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was I think 2018 when I met him because he was doing Florida.
Yeah, that's right. He had the exhibition. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, Nige Wolf was sort of like saying, okay, his question is, what's it like being a drummer from the most underrated band ever?
Yeah, it's been said a few times, but it's nice. It's nice that people still, after all these years, still talk about the High. I think it sounds pretty timeless, the music. It doesn't sound like Manchester sound. I think it's stood the test of time. I think, and it's nice that people say things like that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Nigel. Up the Reds.
Do you think there's going to be another gig, the High gig, or maybe you playing? So like, can they ask you to
I don't think so.
I mean, now that the world has changed,
yeah.
With this virus thing, because you don't want to take things for granted anymore. It's like with me, I like going to gigs.
Yeah.
But when it stops, and then you realize
Yeah, you miss.
My God, you know, in an instant, you can just go and your life. It's like, I mean, going to gigs is my life, and when there was lockdown, there's the pandemic, and you couldn't do it anymore. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it?
Has it changed you? Has it changed your views that maybe you'd want to do it again?
Yeah, sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. I kind of fell out with music for a bit, but I'm kind of getting back into it. Yeah, I think you notice it now with football and with gigs. People who are going back to gigs after 2 years, whatever it is, the atmosphere is electric. People want to, they probably do realize that it could be taken away from us straight, and it was, it has done them. I think people want to go and enjoy themselves, especially younger lot, and every event, what I've seen so far was rocking, and it looked really as though everyone was having a brilliant time, and that's what you want. I mean, we were so lucky to have the Hacienda. We were having a brilliant night every night. We were jamming. We were jamming in the right place, the right time. But and you see, I've got a lad who's 18. And he's not being able to go out. That's the best times of your life. So when you first turn 18, you go clubbing and stuff like that. He's not been able to do it. So you see, I picked him up from Park Life. Well, we picked him up from Park Life the other week, and it was. He said it was just a brilliant atmosphere, and it can be a bit rough that one, but and all them gigs this week at the Castlefield Bowl, and they're all from the videos I've seen, it's just bloody ace,
Yeah, because I've noticed that you're also into gigs. You like going to and you're a big Mick fan as well.
Yeah, I love the T-shirt. That's brilliant, that. Who thought of that? That's cracking motorhead, but Michael.
Oh, let me just say, because this is actually John Johnson's business. He's got this new T-shirt business now, and it's John Johnson's birthday today. So happy birthday, John Johnson!
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah, he's brilliant.
That's a great T-shirt.
Yeah, I just also want to say hello to Giorgio Mabala, Giorgio lives in Nottingham. He's here in the UK as well. So he's just saying hello, Anna and Chris, and he's watching. And Matt Mead, he's just, he's put a comment saying, ask Chris what it was like rehearsing for the Stone Roses and then playing in Mill, or to Mill.
What was it like rehearsing with the Stone Roses?
Yeah, rehearsing for the Stone Roses and then playing in the Mill.
Totally different. You couldn't drive a forklift truck in Andy's house, but no, it was a different feel altogether. They had proper songs. What wasn't it? The Roses, the Waterfront. The Waterfront, yeah. And it's a bit of shame that we didn't actually do a gig, because it would have. I think it would have took off, with the Waterfront. But the Mill, we didn't do a gig with the Mill, so there's another one.
Do you think would it be possible to do a similar one like with One Summer? If you do that, I'm definitely gonna be there. I'm not gonna miss it. I
know. That could happen. I don't know. I did mention that to Manny a few weeks back, saying, "Oh, you're not doing anything now. What should we do? Get Clint and do some Mill songs." But, just laughed and kind of walked away from it. No, he didn't really. Who knows?
Yeah.
Get Colin on the scene for that one, I think.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I'd really like to see you play live. I mean, I've seen the videos on YouTube and stuff, but it would be great because, I've met you, but I haven't seen you actually play the drum set. Nige Wolf also has another question. Why United? Manchester United or something.
Of course.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's your family, isn't it? Really, your dad, or Duncan. I used to go and watch Oldham a lot as well. I've been to see him a few times recently. Yeah, United. You when you get certain age and you can travel into wherever, into town, or we ended up following United, me and Manny, going to a lot of away games and getting into trouble and stuff like that.
Right. Well,
As you
I'm
do.
not really big on football, but I was told, because I mean, of course, I'm not a native. I'm not from around here, but I was told when I came here in Manchester that the people who are not from Manchester like Manchester United, but
That's
the
rubbish.
the
Ooh.
real ones.
No. Is that? I bet Nigel Wolf's put that, hasn't he?
I didn't even know that there's Manchester City. Because,
No.
well, that was like 25 years ago when I came here.
Yeah.
And so I found out that there's another Manchester football club, which is Manchester City.
Yeah. You wouldn't have heard of them. No, they'd be like Sunday League team then, I think, 25 years ago. Yeah, I know.
Matt wanted to know, is there going to be like a one summer? Are you reforming? A one summer gig?
Again? No, well, we've done it once.
Please do it again. Please.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll have to. On my drumsticks have all got cobwebs on them and that, and upstairs in a loft or something. So.
Do you still see that?
I didn't.
John Matthews and
Yeah.
Andy Cousins. Do you still see that?
I've seen John. I've been out with John a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I found out that they live near me. So like I think Davenport or something. I think Andy Cousins live in there.
Yeah.
But sometimes people say to me, they went to Chippy. Like I think Manny lives in Heaton Norris.
Yeah.
One of the Heatons anyway.
Yeah.
And someone said to me, "Oh my God, I was at the Chippy and in what Manny?" And I was like, "How come it doesn't? That never happens to me." I go to the Atlantic, and then I'm always hoping that maybe Andy Cousins would go in.
I saw Shawadi Wadi in a Chippy once. Yeah, they played in Oldham. And I saw him in the Chippy.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, yeah, that's my claim to fame. Shawadi Wadi in Chippy.
Well, I've got a friend who lives in Davenport. Well, his name is. He said to me that sometimes he sees Andy Cousins sort of like walking around, and he said that he'd really love for invite Andy Cousins for a coffee or something. And then he said to me, "If I do that, I'll send you a text. You come over still."
Oh, I just happened to be passing, Hello. Oh, hello, Andy.
And I also thought that Blossom. There's a
Yeah.
Yeah. Because apparently they go there.
Yeah.
Blossom is literally next door to me. But
Yeah.
I can't, because I don't drink. I can't just go there and start just looking for them to come in.
Yeah. He has a scooter. I think he used to have. He fixed his scooters, Andy. And I know Kaiser used to be in the Waterfront. Manny is still on the scooters. I think they meet up with him quite a few drinks every now and again. Yeah, I think Andy's son works with the Blossoms. I think some drum. He used to. I think he was a drum tech for the Blossoms. He still is.
Really?
Yeah. Jack.
Oh,
Yeah.
but didn't you play with the Hive?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was the first drummer after me,
Yeah.
and then he left because Blossom were taking off. I think, from what I've heard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There you go.
So, this is sort of like something about not about meeting them and stuff, but the High's got 2 albums. One is like unreleased.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a please, how come on Discogs it's actually sold for nearly £200?
I know.
So who's
there's not that many around. I think
got one?
you haven't got one. No, I gave all mine away. People kept saying, "Oh, where's the second album?" And I just ended up, I don't know, about 2 or 3, and I just posted them after people. Yeah, and then noticed that we were going for about 200 or 300 quid. I was like, "Oh no, should have kept them."
Because if you actually look at the stats, the Discog stats, it says that to have, like people had that album, it's like 18 people got that. And then 112 people wanted to have a copy of that.
Really?
But actually, at the moment, there's no copy for sale.
No. Yeah, they're hard to get hold of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not the best album, to be honest. It's all right, but for me, it's a bit too heavy. It's bordering on hair metal, and it's
not like rocky, because I've got the single Better Left Than Told.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean, there's some good songs on it. But
if you compare it to Up and Down.
Yeah, it's different.
Up and Down is just really, really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's my favourite, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember Matt Mead doing this poll on the High fan page.
Oh yeah.
Like your favorite, the High song. My favorite is Up and Down. But I think people voted for more.
You did?
I think so, and I'm not sure now. Well, maybe Matt will tell us. But want to say hello to my high school friend Malu. Malu's watching us.
Hi, Malu.
So and Neil said that we used to have a copy of Hyde in King B. Do you believe that? I didn't even know that.
In where?
Apparently we saved it for years, and they ended up selling it for about 50. But this goes like £200.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw one on eBay. eBay was about that as well, 200 or 300. I can't remember. But.
Yeah. Well, he said that is your manager's name Howard?
The manager, yeah. Not at that time. Not at that time, no. But so he was a manager at that time. He's the same manager as Tears for Fears. 2 guys, can't remember the name, was Andy Cheeseman and they managed Tears for Fears, and then they ended up managing us as well. And for that around that last album time, yeah. There you go. Bit of useless information, but yeah. But Howard Jones was in the beginning with the High. He also opened the hacienda, didn't he? With
Well, being sort of like same management, did you tour together? Tears for Fears and the High?
No.
Did you have any sort of connection with that?
No, I don't know why they ended up managing us and them. I don't know. I think that was a record company decision, but strange, yeah.
Yeah.
They've just reformed, haven't they, as well?
Yeah. Well,
you're not impressed?
I'm just looking at the timing, but okay. Well, I like asking the guests about their drumming heroes. Do you have any?
Favorite drummer of all for me. We probably won't have heard him, but there was a band called Sid Presley Experience, who later went on to be the Godfathers.
Oh, the Godfathers.
Yeah. But before that, they were called the Sid Presley Experience, and they had a drummer who had like a flicker haircut. He wore a cravat, and he hardly ever played hi-hats. He hit the ride cymbal all the time, but he was spectacular to watch. So he, growing up, was, and probably still is, my favourite drummer to watch. However, Donald Johnson from A Certain Ratio.
Oh, I love Donald Johnson.
Yeah. Steve Morris, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say them three.
When you go to Rennie, do I go?
Yeah, Rennie's brilliant. Yeah, but I think the guy from Ciprelli just pips him for action, and he is bloody good, or he was. I don't know. I asked the singer of the Godfathers the other week on Facebook what happened to the drummer, and he said he's no idea. He's not seen him for years. So Kevin Murphy was called. So anybody knows where Kevin Murphy is? Check him out. Yeah, brilliant drummer.
When you go to a gig and then you sort of like see the band, do you normally sort of like watch the drummer?
I did.
And then do you go, oh my god, it's so good?
Yeah, I do. I did do, especially in the early days. And you have to go and watch a certain ratio. I'd be glued to Donald Johnson. How he had like two bass drum pedals, and I never knew that. And I always tried to copy it, and then when you saw he actually had two bass drum pedals, you're like, oh, he's cheating. No, not really. And yeah, I just used to watch Donald and Steve Morris when we used to go watch New Order in the early days. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, any recent gigs that you've been doing, and you saw like, seeing the drummer there, and it's like, I want to do it again. I want to play again.
Stop it. Not really. No.
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 Well, because you've played in so many bands, and surely you must have had like a disaster, like a drumming disaster. Maybe, like, did you ever hurt yourself while playing, or like on the stage? Did you ever like fall off the stage?
No. I don't think. No, I don't think so. No, we had that when we played with the High, and John lost his voice, and we couldn't carry on. I think it was the first song or second song, and Presser who used to Dance with the Roses, he got up and had a go, and it was packed. There was hundreds in there, and things were getting thrown at us, bottles and chairs, and it was all kicking off, and they smashed the coach window outside. That was a bit. We had to barricade ourselves in the dressing room. Loads of Matt Geordies kicking off and that. But no, not really. Not falling off stage, I don't think.
It's because he couldn't play anymore because he lost his voice. And
Yeah.
Just be,
Oh yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
That would never happen. No, it's not gonna.
It was in the paper. It was in the papers and everything. Yeah, it was a proper old kick-off, and they all wanted to beat us up.
Well, would you do a Rennie and walk off?
No.
I don't know if you've seen that film, but apparently he walked off. It was just
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I know the famous quote from Ian saying the drummers are "See you next Tuesday." Yeah.
Right, but the last question is any, like all these the drummer jokes. You must have heard a lot of them.
Probably all of them. Go on, have you got one?
No, I was gonna ask you, what's your, well, not really favorite, but and have they ever sort of like offended you, or did you just find them really funny or something?
No.
One that actually
Never get offended. No, not a snowflake. No. I like the one. I like the Charlie Watts thing the other day. When he died, and was it Mick Jagger went to his room and said, "Where's my fucking drummer?" And he came back later, didn't he? And I can't remember what he did when he was, "You're my fucking singer." Yeah. Oh, that was
He
good.
actually punched. Apparently, he punched him.
Yeah, he punched him. Yeah, that's it. He's got bigger lips now.
I don't think that would happen with you and John Matthews.
No, we were good friends. Although we had our moments, yeah, we had our moments, but we were pretty close. The high were pretty close friends.
Yeah.
Still are, hopefully.
Well, I really hope that you
play again.
If they decide to go do another gig, I really hope that you play with them. Because it would be, it would be great for me, for the high fans.
Yeah.
Because the last one I wanted to ask, because somebody said that you retired. I mean, surely, surely when you go to gigs, you just want to sort of I want to do this. I want to play again.
Sometimes, like I said, I kind of fell out with music a bit, but I have got a Roland, an electronic kit, and I still play here. Actually, my kit's at the studio with Mark Coyle at the minute, so I do still keep my eye in, but as for playing live and being in bands again, maybe, who knows.
So what's next for Christmas? And then what's your music or any project that you thought are you doing any business or what's next? What's next for you?
Well, I've got to, I work. I did work with our family business, but I've just recently changed jobs. So I keep busy that way. I've done some, like I said, with Mark Coyle last few weeks, recorded some songs which sound really good. So maybe something will come of that.
So you're going to release it?
Maybe, yeah. It's evolving, yeah. So I don't want to say we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's just what we've done so far sounds pretty good.
I'm glad that you're still doing it. You're still doing music, which is good, because that might be, like I said, because of this pandemic, it's like people's views have changed, because we just really have to grab the moment and enjoy our lives.
Yeah. I think you're right, yeah. I think it's this pandemic will change a few people, and it might change me. I am. I went to see Michael. Head the other day. You was there, I think, in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you at the front filming. Yeah.
And I was at Hudson Bridge as well. Did you go to Hudson Bridge from Michael?
No, I didn't. No, I went to the Arts Centre, Liverpool.
Oh yeah, the Arts Club.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Did you go on both nights?
No, I went on the Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw your post. I was like, oh my god, he was there.
Yeah. It was fantastic. Yeah. Well, Mark Coyle went on the Friday, and the body wouldn't let him in because he hadn't had his jabs. So he ended up getting into a bit of trouble with the bouncers there. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, won't let him in. And he used to produce Shaq. He produced one of their albums, so.
And he couldn't get in.
He couldn't get in there. He won't let him in.
Oh, right, because I noticed that. I went to see Lightning Seeds on Friday night.
Yeah.
And after the gig, they had a club night straight after.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that the security guard, he wasn't letting some of the people in there, and so I realized because they haven't got the certificate or they haven't got this NHS app.
Yeah. They're asking for that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's changed, isn't it?
Yeah.
The world has changed. So.
Yeah. That's a bit messy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just really going to enjoy it because after this, I'm gonna go to Blackpool and see Evil Blizzard.
Oh, are you? Wow. You get about you, don't you? Good, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you so much. But do you want to just
Yeah.
Very interesting as usual, he said. So do you want to just say, like...
I don't know. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to you for inviting me on the show.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm just so glad that you said yes. It was like,
A has-been drummer, and it's nice, that people say nice things. And as for me playing again, maybe you've inspired me. Who knows?
Oh, please, please.
Anyway, I'm glad we got the technical issue sorted. This is how we are speaking now via phone. Luckily, we didn't get anyone phoning us asking to get picked up or go for a loaf of bread or something.
Yeah, well, I'm so glad that even though we've had that technical problems earlier on, that you sort of like stayed and you didn't just say, "Well, I don't want to do this."
Oh no.
I'm so
makes it more fun.
Yeah, well, thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you for having me.
I'm really grateful that you're here. So
thank you.
And yes, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray that you will. That you will play again.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris.
And enjoy your time in Blackpool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the lights are on as well. The lights are on. You enjoy it. Yeah, illuminations.
Well, my husband said that's what he's going to do. While I'm at the gig, he's going to take photos.
Yeah. Good lads. Go to the pub. Go to the pub.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, no worries.
Hopefully I'll see you.
Yeah, at a gig soon.
Yeah. And your gig soon.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.